Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an exciting video. We are going to be doing another declutter. I know it's been a while since the last one, but that's because spooky season started. But I decided to pop one in spooky season as one of the videos. So here we are. And it's actually quite fitting because I'm wearing some things that are going to be featured in this video as well. So for this declutter, we are going to be doing my glitters, my loose pigments, my kind of just all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's all that's under our loose pigments and glitters and all that jazz. So we're going to go through everything. I'm going to show you everything that's in my drawer, and then we are going to declutter bits as well. I can't really remember because I filmed the actual declutter of this a while ago. Can't remember how much I got rid of. I'm not too sure. So, I mean, we'll both find out later when I'm editing this video. So I think I did really well. I know everything fits back in my drawer really well. It's more organized now as well, and I show you guys what the drawer looks like. But yeah, we just needed to get rid of a few bits that I wasn't using, glitters that I just didn't use. I have other glitters now that are a bit more special to me right now. Two of them are actually featured in this look right now, which obviously I did keep from the declutter. You can tell by that. And there's a few that I got rid of, yeah, and some pigments that look like other pigments that I probably wouldn't use and all that kind of stuff. So I had a lot of stuff to go through. So here we are. Just before we get into the actual video, this look is filmed. It will be live on my channel soon. It's coming up after this. I'm pre-filming this to do this intro and outro as well, but it will be coming up soon on my channel, and my up close pictures will all be on Instagram, and my TikTok is down below, so go give both those a follow for some more extra content. So yeah, I think that's all. We're not going to ramble anymore because it's going to be another long declutter video, I would imagine, and I don't want to bore you guys to death, even though I do love watching declutters myself and putting them on the background when I'm doing something else. And I encourage you all to do that as well. So let's get in to see what we got rid of in this declutter. Okay guys, so we are going to get into our glitters and our pigments. I am not going to give you an overview of the drawer beforehand because it's actually too difficult for me to try and get my mic over there and get that to work and then bring it all the way back over to do this. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to just insert a picture right now of what the drawer looks like beforehand because I did that because that was easier, and you can see how it's set up right now. I don't know how hardcore I'm gonna go with this, especially in the glitter category. Probably gonna keep a good few that maybe I don't need, but whatever. And then in the pigments, I kind of have favorites. I have things that I do know I'm gonna get rid of. But yeah, I'm happy to get through this. I'm excited. I want to reorganize that drawer. I'm so excited to fix it and pop my new dividers in as well. So we're gonna get into some glitters is what I'm gonna start with because I know I'm probably not going to get rid of as many in this category. And these are my miscellaneous. These are ones I just have one of. Well, I have two of the same from here and two here, but they're kind of just our miscellaneous ones. So we're just going to start randomly. This is kind of a pigment, kind of a glitter. This is from Love Looks Beauty. I got one of their quads before. This is in the shade Sugar High Sweetheart Shifter. And it's so beautiful. It's like this peach with this blue and pink sort of shift to it. It's so beautiful. I'm probably not going to swatch a lot of these, but it's kind of like a very fine glitter pigment. I'm going to close this off camera because it's very squeaky, but I am going to keep that one, definitely. Next up then I have this NYX glitter. It's just a loose glitter. It's in the shade, what shade are you? Style Star. So it's basically like a black soft holographic glitter. You're probably not going to be able to see these there. Can you see it there a little bit better? It's a black holographic glitter, but a fine glitter as well. So I love this when I'm doing a smoky eye and just press this on top like a black smoky eye. Or what I do quite like it for is when I'm doing a Halloween look and I want it to be glam but I have to use a lot of black around the eyes, I'll probably pop a bit of this on just to glam it up but still keep the darkness of it. So I am going to keep that one. In this one here, I just want to get this out of the way. This is actually a inglot pigment that the container broke and I salvaged the amount of it in here. This is the shade 51 and I'll just show you. It's like a fine... You kind of see it there without me having to open it so it doesn't go everywhere. Really, really fine, soft glitter that kind of reflects a bluey, silvery kind of colour. So I'm going to keep that. It's just in a different container. So if you see that hidden in the drawer, that's what it is. I have this guy here. This is from the Gypsy Shrine. I think they've changed their name since because it's a bit offensive. But anyway, the Rainbow Pink Dust Cosmetic Glitter to make you sparkle. It's just like this iridescent glitter. It's massive as well, so I'll never ever get through this. Do I want to keep it? Do I want to keep it? Do I want to keep it? I'm not sure. I might pop this in the maybe pile. Oh, I don't know. I do quite like it though. I'm going to keep it. I am going to keep it because this gives me fairy vibes and if I ever do a fairy look again, I'll use this. These two I'm going to get rid of. These are from Academy of Colour, which is like a really, really cheap brand that is in like department stores when they want to sell makeup, but like it's not a proper brand. And I don't trust it. So I'm going to get rid of both of these. It's just silver and a gold. It looks like really nice glitter, but I don't know. I have silver and gold and I've got more interesting glitters than this, so I'm going to get rid of these two. And then these two I'm going to keep. So these are from Essence. This is the Get Your Glitter On Loose Glitter, and this one is Supergirl, which has got little like silver holographic lightning bolts and like red stars and everything like that, and it's very cute. And then this one here is Chameleon, which is like kind of green, copper, teal glitters, black as well mixed in there. Just a nice little mixture of like, they're just like regular like kind of medium sized dots. It's not super fine glitter, it's leaning on the chunkier side. But yeah, they're really fun little glitters. I don't use them very often, but whenever I have a chance to, I do. Okay, so now we're going to go brand by brand, although this is not really a brand. This should have actually been in the miscellaneous. This is the LA Splash Crystallized Glitter in Hawaiian Fizz. It's just this gorgeous like yellow, like a chartreusey yellow with a slight green and orange shift in it as well with the glitter. Very beautiful. I really like this. I do love it when I'm doing something yellow and I want a little bit of sparkle added in there. And then we're going to get into Makeup Geek. So firstly, I'm definitely getting rid of this one because I already have it. I think I got it in a mystery box, or else I accidentally ordered a second one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But where is my one? This one here. It's Asteroid. So this is the new one. This is my one here. And yeah, they're basically the same. It's like this gorgeous bronze shimmer, like proper bronze, not copper, not orange, bronze glitter. And this is just a little sifter for it because it can go everywhere, so they've added in a little sifter if you want to use that. But yeah, I am going to keep my one, but I'm going to get rid of the one that I don't need because like I don't get true glitter. Obviously I have a lot of these glitters 100 years basically, so it like I can get rid of this. I don't need backups in glitter for sure. And then I've got these three. So this is this one here. I've also got Satellite, which is kind of like a bit deeper, kind of has a bit more of like a brown base to it and more gold sparkles, if you can see that, compared to Asteroid. Then I've got this one here, which is my favorite one, obviously. This is Supernova, which is like a lime green fine glitter. It's gorgeous and I use it a lot. And then I've got Solstice, which actually to me is more like a pigment. It's a bit dustier like a pigment is. So yeah, but I'm going to keep all of these because I know Makeup Geek's not around anymore, but I do use them. Okay, so on to Inglot, which is quite fun. I've got 6 here to work from. These are the Body Sparkles. Yeah, we're just going to kind of go along the row. I'm going to keep all of these. So this is number 53, which is like a purple, like a very, very fine purple shift in the glitter, like a white that shifts purple. We have got XL7, which is a bit of a, I say chunky, but chunky for Inglot. You're not going to be able to see that. Chunky for Inglot. And this, you know that Euphoria look, the one where you can't see the glitter until it hits the light and then it's that like purple flash, like a violet flash of glitter. That's this kind of look, but in a finer form. And I love it. Yeah, really like that. I very rarely use it, but I should really use it more. Then we've got number 62, which is a gold, gorgeous, fine gold glitter. Leans into a pigment, but you know, it's fine. And we're going to have glitter everywhere, by the way. This one is my favorite. This is number 66. I bought this I think I had a gift card or something like that to use, and I bought it literally just after Christmas, and got home, used it because it was New Year's when I bought it. Like it was New Year's Eve when I bought it. Got home that night and I used this, and oh my god, is this the most shiny foil chrome? Just chrome is the only way I can describe it. It's the shiniest one. If you want to see this in action, a couple of years ago I did a New Year's Eve look. It's like a halo eye with like stars on it or something like that, like a black and grey halo eye with this on the centre of the lid. It's so shiny. I love it. We've got number 59, which is your classic silver holographic glitter. You always have to have one knocking around the place. I think I've got more than one though, but yeah, that's so beautiful. Can't go wrong with a holographic glitter. And then this one is number 54, which is like a kind of golden reddish kind of colour, like almost like a coppery sort of shift to it, even though it's white, but it just reflects copper. You can kind of see it more in the lid there. It's beautiful. So we're keeping all of those. Okay, so now I've got these glitters that I ordered through Instagram actually, from Blush Sparkle. They're not a brand anymore, but they had like lots of glitters. Now, I may keep some of these, but I'm not going to keep all of them. So let's start. I'm not going to keep this silver glitter because it's just a classic silver when there's a holographic one right here. This is just more impressive. And if I'm going to do a silver, I'm more than likely going to do this, although it's quite cute. No, I'm not going to keep it. Carla, stop it. Then this white. Now, I don't have a white like this. I don't think so. Do I want to keep it? Because it's like white, it doesn't reflect anything. It's like this clear glitter. I'm going to keep it. I think this is kind of interesting to layer over things. I'm saying this, I never use them, but anyway, as I said, we're going to keep things I probably don't need. This one is black holographic, so let me grab my NYX one that I usually go for. See, they're very different holographics. This is more linear, where this is more like just sporadic. Plus, like, this one's a lot more chunky, where this is really, really fine. I'm going to pop this in the maybe pile. I'm definitely keeping the NYX one anyway, but I'm going to pop this in a maybe pile. Then this one here, there's no shades on these, by the way, so it's a bit annoying. This one here, this kind of peachy one, is like the most kind of mixed one. So it's got like kind of larger circles, medium circles, and then really, really fine glitter as well. I'm going to keep it because I like a mixed glitter. I like different textures in my glitters because it gives me more variety. The only thing is these containers leak, but anyway, I will keep that one. And then the rest of these, they're all kind of the same. Do I want to keep any of them? Like, if I'm going to go for glitter, I don't go for these kinds of colours. I don't go for this style of glitter. I go for my chunkier glitters, my Apocalyptic Beauty ones being some of them with different shapes and they have a bit more like variety in them. I do have a purple glitter from MAC, so I don't need that purple. Definitely. Like, I'm kind of feeling of just getting rid of these. And then there is a brand that I really want to try, Glitter Lambs. They do like big containers of like those like fun glitters, different size, different shapes. They do like regular size glitters as well. So I'm thinking about ordering a couple of those to replace anything that I am missing from here, because like I do want to have a green glitter like this, but I'm not using this kind of style, so maybe I might find a more interesting one. So I think I'm just going to get rid of them all. I'm still doubting myself. Do I want to keep the red maybe? Do you know what? I'm going to get rid of them all except the red, only because I do have an idea for something around Halloween with this, so I'm going to keep this one. And I think I am going to keep that black as well, just because it's a bit more interesting. Okay, so now we're going to get into some MAC. We've got a good few to go through here. So let's go through all the little sample ones that I have. I've got little samples. So we've got Iridescent White. And it's beautiful, very festival, like it's like this white clear that reflects this like iridescent blue, orange, pink and green. So beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep a good few of these ones, I think. We have got just a standard black. I don't think there's any like holographicness to this. It's just like a night sky sparkly black. So I think we'll keep that. We've got Silver Stars, which are like silver stars, so we're going to keep those because they're really, really fun. And I do have, what else have I got here? Oh yeah, I've got this one, Rockin' Orange. I don't even think they do this one anymore. This is gorgeous though. Look at the colour of that. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very hard to find an orange glitter like that, but we're going to keep that one. We've got Platinum, which I love because it's so shiny. Like, I know they're all shiny, but this is like really funny, and that really nicely replaces that other silver one that I liked but didn't trust from Academy of Colour, so we'll keep that, because especially since it's not holographic as well. And then I've got Platinum Pink, or no, Pink Hollow, sorry. Pink Hollow, which is a holographic pink. Gorgeous. Okay, so the ones I'm for sure keeping, I'm going to keep Reflex Pearl because it just gives the most gorgeous sparkle over anything and everything. I am going to keep Reflex Gold because again, it gives the most gorgeous sparkle over anything and everything, but with a gold shimmer to it. I'm going to keep Reflex Red because I use this quite a bit. Again, white that reflects red, and I love it. It's beautiful. And Reflex Teal, my gorgeous Reflex Teal. I use this as face highlight. I use it all the time in my everyday life. If I'm going anywhere and I want to look really, really cool, I'll put this on my cheeks as well. So we're going to keep that. Then with these, let me see. What do I want to keep? What do I not want to keep? If I'm completely honest with you, I actually think I'm going to keep all of these, because this purple is the one I was talking about that replaces that one that I was unsure about. Then we've got like Reflex, or what is it? 3D Gold, the holographic one. We've got a grey, so it's like not black, it's like grey. And yeah, I just think for me, I'm happy to keep all of these in my collection. Okay, so last of the glitters. As I said, the glitters are probably something I'm not going to declutter a lot of. It's more the pigments that I'll get more out of. We're going to do Apocalyptic Beauty, and you'll be shocked to know that I'm probably not going to get rid of a lot of these. In fact, I'm probably not going to get rid of any of them except for one, and it's only because I've got 2 of them. That's it. So I'm going to go through them really quickly for you guys. I've got 3 samples here because they gave me samples, which is really, really nice. I've got The Bride, which is actually the one, I'm just going to do it now, I'm going to get rid of. I don't know which one's the newer one. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, The Bride, it's like hearts, green and purple, hearts with like little lightning bolts, little circles, and like in the theme of like green and purple, like Frankenstein. But as I said, like I bought it myself, and then I got it in a mystery bag, and then I got a sample of it, which is here. I am going to keep the sample of it though, because it's just nice. I don't know, I like it. So I am going to keep that, and I am going to keep The Bride. So I'm just going to pop them to the side already. Then I've got this sample here, which is The Children of Elune, I think it is. And this one's beautiful. This got like teal, it's got like little moons, purple, green, little leaves, all different kind of shapes and sizes, finer glitters, everything like that. It's very, very pretty. And then this last one here is Wild Magic. I used this in a Halloween look a few years ago when I decided that I was going to upload like every other day in Halloween. Kind of similar, it's got the same kind of leaf pattern. So this one's got like little swirls, and it's more purple. It's more green and iridescent than it is like purple. So yeah, very, very pretty. It's got like little flowers as well in it, which is very cute. Okay, and then we're just going to fire through these really quickly. So I'm actually wearing this one right now in a look that you'll see soon, or will have already seen. This is Candy Gore, which is basically like little hearts, little lightning bolts, iridescent circles, different stars, all different colour, like neon sort of glitters, which is very cute. We've got the beautiful and the best one, All Hallows Eve, which is orange and black, and it's got little bats. It's got little bats and like little circle glitters, finer glitters, black and orange, and that's all the finer glitter there. You can kind of shake it around to see what's in it as well. We've got Boris, which is Frankenstein. Well, no, sorry, correction for our horror fans out there. Frankenstein's monster. This one is black and green. It's got like little triangles, lightning bolts, holographic bits in there. There's no like real fine glitter. It's just got like dots in there as well. But yeah, very cute. We've got Vincent after Vincent Price, which is like the Twilight Zone sort of style. Think the voice that narrates the music video of Thriller. That's Vincent Price. And it's got like little circles, very kind of like sci-fi looking sort of thing, like cut out circles in it as well, all different kind of sizes, purple, green, black, that kind of thing. We've got Void Between Worlds, which is like purple and silver stars, very spacey, very sci-fi as well, and like really fine holographic glitter as well. This one I love. This is What Makes You Tick, and it's very steampunk, so you've got like gold, fine and chunky glitters in there as well that are holographic. And then it's also got gears. Can you see them? Oh my god, it's got little gears. I'm trying to figure out a way to wear this that's like gonna be really interesting in a Halloween-y kind of style. Maybe like a steampunk look or something like that. Then we've got Vampire Rave, which is like kind of neon colours as well, but in bats. So like purple, green, orange, and black. And it's got finer glitters in there as well. Like fine black glitters as well, so very cute. We've got, what's this one called? Toothache. I got this, I'll have to open this because the back of it has a big label on the back. I got this in a mystery box, and it's so bright and cute. It's got like little sweet wrappers and different like triangular shapes, mostly orange and pink. We've got Kiss Me Deadly, which is a Valentine's inspired one. It's got like red and black glitters in there, little lips in there as well, and red fine glitter. We've also got Lon, which is Lon Chaney Jr., who played the original Wolfman. This one's got little moons, black dots, very iridescent, very kind of light as well. Even though there's black in there, it's very light of a glitter, but more just shapes. There's not really any fine glitter in there. Next up is Love Will Tear Us Apart, another Valentine's one. This got skull and crossbones, very fine, kind of light, rosy kind of glitter in there, with hearts as well, and it's just cute. They're all just very cute. This one is Space Goth, which is another kind of spacey sci-fi kind of one. This got lots of stars, very, very big stars. These are not eye safe, by the way, and most of these glitters I wouldn't really say are eye safe. I use them on the eyes or around the eye area. That's my own discretion to do so. I don't recommend it, and I do take them off very carefully. I'm very good at taking off glitter. This one is kind of like if you mix the Void Between Worlds and the Vincent one together without the purple in it. You kind of get this sort of effect. We've got Blood Moon, which has got little moons, and it's like red and black, and there's stars and dots, and then there's also a finer kind of glitter as well. We've got Bella, after Bela Lugosi, the original Dracula, and this one is a really fun one. I really love this one. This one's got holographic ones. It's got little crosses and or crucifix, whichever you want to call it. You've got black, white, red bats, and they kind of just reflect really cool. I don't know, there's something very like alternative about this one. I don't know why. We've got Fantasy, which I think I got in a mystery box. I don't know if I actually ordered this one. And this one has got big stars, very mermaidy. I get very mermaid vibes off this. Big chunky glitters, there's swirls in there as well, and then there's like a teal and purple glitter in there. We've got Sarcophagus, which is basically like gold and blue, and it's all holographic and gorgeous, and yeah, just very cute. Different size, like hexies and all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, we have got Space Invasion, which I had to buy because it's so cute. It's just little aliens and stars and moons and all that kind of stuff, but there's little aliens in there. You see them? You see them? Little aliens. They're very cute. So that is Apocalypse Beauty. That is all for the glitters, as I said. Not many, but some. So, you know, we did well. Okay, just for numbers wise, just because I like this in every video, we started out with 69 glitters and we got rid of 9, so we're down to 60 glitters. It's not that much, and that is including the little samples of them as well. It's not that much, but I'm happy. I'm happy with that so far. Okay, we're going to move on to pigments, and really quick, I want to go through these. These are little samplers from Femme Fatale Cosmetics. I don't even know if they still do pigments anymore, but I got 2 sets of samplers. I think it was like €10. I think they're an Australian brand, but €10 per pack. And you could pick which shades you wanted to go into them. And yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them, but they're just like little sachets of pigments. Some of the best colours are in here as well. It's kind of what got me into and used to using duochromes as well, because I didn't really have them before. But yeah, Femme Fatale Cosmetics was like the first indie brand I ever bought from, so I'm definitely keeping those. I'm not going to count these in my counting though, because there's 10 in each, so that's 20. It'll just add too many to it. Okay, so we're gonna go for some randoms, some miscellaneous kind of ones here. So I can see myself getting rid of a few of these, so let's see what we have. We've got an e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow in the shade Wild. This, I'm not going to swatch any of these because again they'll be too messy. It's just like a dark chocolatey brown with like a sparkle in it. It's really, really nice. I just don't use it. I really don't. Like, I think I've probably used it maybe twice in about 10 years is probably how long I have this. So yeah, I think it's time to get rid of that one. I've got this one here from Pop Beauty. This is in the shade Metallic Copper. Shocking. That's a shocking name. And it's just a metallic copper. Now, I do have a copper pigment, I think, somewhere. I think it's from MAC. I am going to leave this on the side because I do really like this colour. I'm going to leave this to the side in my maybe pile, and we'll just see what I find that might be similar or better to that one. I have this one here, which my friend bought me years ago. This is from Collection, when it was Collection 2000. This is the Dazzle Me Pigments, and I think the shade is Jaffa. I loved this. Whenever I did my rainbow looks, this is what I always grabbed. It's such a pretty colour. I know I said I wasn't going to swatch anything, but that's it there. I mean, it's nowhere near what I would use now, so I am going to get rid of it, but I got a lot of use out of it. And like, again, I've had it about 10 years. Look at the dent I made in it. And I used to use this like weekly. But yeah, it's not as impressive an orange anymore. I've got this one here from Miss Sporty, which I don't even think is a brand anymore. This is a shimmer dust eyeshadow in the shade Goddess, which is just like a champagne-y kind of shade. I know I said I wasn't going to swatch any of these, but I kind of feel like I need to for some of them. Okay, I'm going to compare this one to this one, which is one of my favorites. This is what, I don't even know where this is from. I literally have no name for this. I don't know where this is from at all. But this is one of my favorite ones because this was so shiny. And I don't need both if I'm going to keep them. They are very different though. I'm definitely going to keep this one, the one that I don't have a name for. I do use it in my own time. I just don't use it on my channel because again I don't have a name for it. This one I'm going to get rid of though. I just don't need it. I have champagne pigments like this. I just don't need them. This one here is from The Balm. This is Overshadow the Sex Pot series. And this is You Buy, I'll Fly. And it's another kind of coppery shade. It's very different from this one though. This one's more like bronze, where this is more like copper. This is like red copper. It is pretty, but again, it's been sitting in my drawer and I just don't use it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so I have these two whites. Why do I have both of them? I feel like one is more silver than the other. I'm just so scared I'm gonna spill these. Oh yeah, so that's more like grey. I'm gonna get rid of both of these. I don't use any of them. Carla, stop it. You don't need them. Okay, and then I'm gonna go through these ones. I'm gonna get rid of these. These are Essence Loose Pigments. This one's in the shade Dorian Love, which is like a gorgeous royal blue. Very different kind of colour. But again, I don't use it. This is Box of Chocolate, which is a chocolatey brown with a sparkle. And then I've got the shade Cotton Candy, which is a really, really sparkly pink. I'm not using them. Oh, and this one actually, sorry, this is from the same ones. This is Kiss the Frog. This is a green. Very sad of me, but I am going to get rid of it. And I'm sadly going to get rid of this, which is when I use the orange in my rainbow looks, this was the green I used all the time as well. But it's old. I don't use it. So if I have greens or I want to use a lime green, I've got an abundance because it's the colour I go for. Sorry, I feel like the lighting was really dark for a while there. I'm not sure if it was, but I've brightened it a little bit. So hopefully that is better. Then I have this one. This is a diamond powder from Makeup Forever. And I don't think I have a number for this. I don't think I've ever had a number for this, but it's the most beautiful, gorgeous, iridescent blue. It's literally like if you imagine what Cinderella's glass slipper looks like, this is what I imagine it is. It's that colour. So I know it's glass, but like that's the sparkle it gives off. So yeah, gonna keep that one because I do love it. Okay, next up are ones that are probably gonna get the chop as well. We've got two of these, which I think are like press. Oh no, these are loose pigments as well. These are also from Academy of Colour, if I'm aware. Yes, Academy of Colour. It's a silver and then a lighter silvery white kind of shade. Yeah, more of a silvery white. So I'm gonna get rid of those because I don't use them. And I'm going to get rid of these. I don't use these either. I've had these a really long time. We've got Stargazer. This is 102 and 52, which is a grey with a sparkle. And then this gorgeous royal blue with a sparkle. But I don't use it, so they gotta go. And when I say I don't use it, I don't mean I haven't used it in a few months or in a year. I've had these for about 10 years and I don't think I've picked them up. So they gotta go. I just don't use them. They're just sitting there. Next up are ones I'm keeping all of these because these are all new to my collection. Let's start over here. We've got Be Perfect and Ellie Kelly, a little kind of set I bought on a whim. I was just passing by my Be Perfect store that just opened up recently near me. This is the shade Orange Soda, and this was just a little pigment set, but ooh, gorgeous. Look how bright that is. It's so pretty. And even just with this one, I've already replaced that orange that I've gotten rid of, which is great. We've got Rain, which is kind of like a slightly bronzier version of that Inglot one that I said is like chrome. This is a bit more of like a antique gold, like a pewter kind of shade. And this one is the most used one because I've actually used this a lot recently because in work we had to wear like pink themed things. And this one is Periwinkle, even though Periwinkle is blue, like a bluey lilac-y kind of colour. This is pink, but yeah, I've used this quite a bit and I really like these pigments. I think they're beautiful. And then we've got these gorgeous guys. This is Kaima Cosmetics. These are their chrome flaky, what are they called? Chameleon Flakes. This is Loose Glitter Pigment and Chameleon Flakes. These three are Chameleon Flakes. This is a Loose Glitter Pigment. I thought they were all Chameleon Flakes. Anyway, this one is the shade Amaranthine, I think, or Amaranthine. I'm not sure, but it's this gorgeous, again, this kind of like royal blue that shifts into a purple. They're so shifty and beautiful. It's gonna be very hard. Will I risk it? Will I risk it opening it? They're very, very floaty. Oh yeah, there you go. You kind of see they're very floaty. You don't really want to breathe around these because they're very, they float everywhere. We've got Monarch, which is more of a kind of like a burgundy that has like a purple and green shift to it. You can almost see a little bit of blue in there as well when I'm looking at it from here. So beautiful. These are like chunky flakes that you stick down on the eye. I have used this one, which is Limelight, once, but I placed it in a place where I didn't really like where I placed it, so I need to play with them a little bit more, see what I like. This is like lime green that reflects into like an orange and like a teal. I feel like they're just better laid over the lid and just kind of put them like that. And then this last one here is Paradigm, and it's like peach, but kind of reflects, it's very iridescent, reflects blue and purple and pink and all those colours. Next we're going to get into more Apocalypse of Beauty. So these, I've never really ordered any pigments. These are all from like mystery boxes and things like that. These are samples. So I've got Bathory, which is like this gorgeous burgundy, dark blackened plum kind of shade. And then we've got Phantasmia, which is a dark kind of denim blue. And I'm going to keep all of these. I do like these pigments. I think they're very pretty. They may not last forever in my collection the way some of my other pigments will, but I do like them. So we've got this one here. This is Lip Safe, it says Ever Fallen in Love. These are like mineral kind of eyeshadows. So this is like a semi-matte kind of like satin finish one, burgundy. Kind of similar to the Bathory one, but that's fine. We've got Deadly Bees, which is this gorgeous like yellow primary yellow shade, and that one is a matte one as well. This one is Bubonic Barbie, which is like this gorgeous, like for me what I would consider tan for me. Like it's this very pretty, just sparkle, like it's not going to give any color, it's just there for sparkle. Very pretty. Should really pull that out when I want just like a basic color on the eye that still looks pretty. We've got Innocuous NYX, which is a teal, I think. Yes, look at that. Gorgeous electric teal. This one just says limited. Oh, there we go. Trance is the name of this one. Ooh, it's like a blackened teal, like a teal sparkle through it. That's pretty. And then this last one here is Creeping Terror, which is a green, nice kind of sagey green. That's a shimmer as well. So I'm going to keep these. They're not my favorite things in the whole world, but I am going to keep them because I like the brand and I do like the colors I have. I just don't reach for them all the time, but they are still newer to my collection, so that's why I'm keeping them. Okay, these are getting an overhaul as well. So again, when I wanted to do a rainbow eye, I used a lot of these kind of shades. That orange was another one that I used. Some of these, I don't know why, have just got sticky residue on them, and I have cleaned these so much. I don't know what it is about them. Some of these are Barry M. So let me see. These 4 are Barry M, and these ones are from Primark. The ones from Primark are getting out of here. They're gone. It's a purple, an orange, and a hot pink. That hot pink is the one that has the sticky residue, and it's gross. And then these Barry M ones, I don't use them. These two are normal pigments. This is like a bluish gold shimmer, and then this is like this gorgeous gold. Then this one here is like a white that like reflects this soft green kind of shade. And then this other one is one of their fine glitter dust. I did have another fine glitter dust, but I don't know where it is. Which is like black with this gorgeous green glitter. But I don't use them, and I think it's time to let them go. I do. No, I think it's time to let them go. Let's give them to a new home. Next up, we've got Makeup Geek. I'm going to keep all these because I really like all of these. These are just their regular pigments. We've got Utopia, which is probably not my most used one, but probably my favorite one, because I remember X Sparkage, Leisha from X Sparkage, doing a look with this, and I was obsessed with that. I instantly ordered it. I've been obsessed with this color for so long. It's this gorgeous like dark antique blackened gold, and it's just beautiful. It'd actually be probably better to show you from the side what it looks like there. We've got Sugar Rush, which is this white that reflects teal. Then we've got Kaleidoscope, which is like silver that has like these different shifts in it. It's got like a slight pink and blue shift depending on what way it hits the light. We've got Afterglow, which is probably my most used one because it's the neutral one. Not because it's the neutral one, but I just have picked this up a few times when I wanted like an inner corner or just like a basic sort of shade. We've got Wildfire, which is this pink that reflects gold and it's like really fiery looking. And then we've got Voodoo, which is probably my second most used one for obvious reasons. It's green, and green's my favorite color, obviously. Okay, next, another big one for me, and one I'm going to keep probably all of these. I do have 2 that are basically the same color. Not basically, but like they're very similar to each other, but I'm still probably going to keep both of them because I love them so much. Some of my favorite pigments are in this little set here. This is Ingla, and we're just going to start from one side to the other. So we've got the shade 115, which is a gorgeous like light peachy champagne sort of shade. It's the most beautiful inner corner highlight. We've got the shade 114, which is a gorgeous teal, like a gorgeous like ocean blue kind of shade. Kind of has a bit of a green reflect in it as well. We've got number 86, which is my favorite of all time. The most reflective and beautiful shade. Go check out my glitter up close collection. You'll see this one swatched out and it's beautiful. We've got 113, which is more of a periwinkle kind of shade. This is the shade of periwinkle, by the way, not that Be Perfect one, the pink one. This is more periwinkle. We've got number 58, which is the blue-brown pigment of the group, because most brands bring out this when they want something interesting. Like MAC's blue-brown pigment is the one I'm referencing, which has a brown base, reflects this like green and teal sort of shade. So that's gorgeous. We've got this one that came out with the JLo collection. This is Silver Dollar, which is another really nice inner corner highlight. Very similar to that 115 one. This is one I was talking about. They're very similar to each other, but I want to keep it. So yeah. I feel like one has a slight green reflect to it as well, and that's why I want to keep it. Then we've got 137, which is this beautiful dark midnight blue, like navy, that kind of almost leans into a like a charcoaly sort of shade, but it's still blue. I don't know, a midnight blue is the way I would describe that. We've got the shade 35, which is a matte pigment. Yes, this is a body pigment, so I use this a lot actually around Halloween. It's just matte white, and it's great for just like highlighting areas, especially if you're doing your face really pale. This actually goes really bright on the skin. We've got number 59, which is a white that reflects a kind of bluey sort of shade. If you can, I don't know if it's gonna reflect that for you, but yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Number 81 is a fiery one as well, but not as like reflective and like interesting as that 86 one. But this one here is more of like your copper rusty sort of shade. Got number 84, which is another favourite of mine. This is like this gorgeous brown base that reflects this lime green. So beautiful. I love that one. Then we've got the shade 134, which is kind of similar to that last one, but darker and a bit more bronzy. There's more bronze in that one. We've got number 22, which is one of my favourites as well. This one's like a purple base with this gold shimmer, like a mauve. It's very antique looking. I really like that one. And then last one for Inglot, we've got number... Oh, no, this is another JLo one. This is Cosmic Glow. Oh, I love this one as well. This has got this like tan base with this gold shift in it. And again, it kind of, when it's on, you can just see sometimes a slight little green flash for it. Okay, so we're going to get into MAC, our last brand. But before that, I actually found this in here because it's actually a similar shape, so I stored this in with MAC, but I forgot about it. This is a sleek loose pigment in the shade Dazed, and I'm going to keep this, but I am going to compare it to one from MAC. It's basically very similar to MAC's tan pigment, so I'm going to do a little swatch of this one. And we're going to kick off MAC with tan. So that's the sleek one there. It's so beautiful and shiny. It's just like a rosy neutral kind of shade. And then tan pigment is this one here from MAC. So let me just see what I prefer. They're very similar. Very similar. If I'm honest with you, I actually think I prefer the sleek one. I think this one has a bit more of like a sparkle to it, as opposed to this one being very metallic. They're both very metallic, like they're both pigments. This one just in the light hits a bit sparklier, so we're going to go for that one. I'm going to get rid of tan pigment, which is a shocker. I'm actually surprised at that. Next up then, I have this guy, which is a pressed pigment, but it actually broke on me, so I popped it into this. They don't do pressed pigments anymore, but this is Black Grape, and this is stunning. It's like a blackened purple, like basically almost black with this slight purple tinge and a silver sparkle in it. I'm going to keep that because I think it's so beautiful, especially in a smoky eye. And then let's just work along the row basically. So this is Old Gold pigment. It's like a greeny gold. I'm going to keep that one because she's interesting. What's this one? This is Dark Side. It's a black, I think it's a satin finish. I don't think it's fully matte or shimmer. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't use that. I can see myself getting rid of a few of these, so we're going to go through them. These two here are both matte. One is purple and one is like a chocolatey brown. I'm going to get rid of both of these. I don't use them. Or will I keep the purple one maybe? No, I'm not going to use... Oh, do you know what? I'm going to keep the purple one. I'm going to get rid of the brown because I'm not going to use the brown. I will use purple. These are mini pigments, by the way. I got these in Christmas sets. I think I'll keep this one. We're going to get rid of the brown. The reason why I'm keeping this one, by the way, not that I have to give a reason, but the reason why I'm keeping it is because this is that kind of Tim Burton-y sort of purple, and I just feel like I'd get use out of it. We've got Star Dream, which is from a Christmas collection. It's a kind of tan kind of pigment as well. Darker, definitely darker. Leans more into a gold. But I want to swatch this one beside this, which is Handsome Prince. I think this one is darker though. I think I'm going to get rid of the Star Dream, because like I'm not going to use it, and I have the tan pigment anyway. Well, not the tan pigment, the Dazed pigment from Sleek, which is like the tan pigment, and I don't use those kind of colours as often. I am going to keep the Handsome Prince though, because I like this kind of bronzy shade. These ones here, these two, is it just two that I'm looking at here? Three. These three are kind of like matte with sparkles. I might keep Sugar Rush because it kind of has a slight pink sheen off it. I think that's quite interesting. But I'm going to get rid of Naked and Lithe, I think it is. Because this one's a tiny bit on the darker side for me, and this one just kind of blends into my skin, but not in a nice way. It's more on the matte side. It's not really a shimmer, and I prefer it to be a shimmer or completely matte, not a mix of both. So we're going to get rid of both those, but I'm going to keep this one because this has a nice texture to it. These two big ones, this is like the regular size from MAC, and this is Pink, Pearl and Vanilla. I'm going to keep both these because I love these. I love Vanilla for an inner corner highlight and a face highlight, actually. It's really nice for that. I'm going to keep this one, which is Pretty It Up, which is like an antique pewter kind of shade as well, so we'll keep that one. These three as I see them, let me just give them a little swatch, see if what I prefer. Nice. It's a bit softer of a metallic. It's not as like, it's more satin. Then I've got, so that one was, sorry, Blonde's Gold. Oh, I love Blonde's Gold. Yeah, I do remember that. English Gilt I love as well. Let me just give that a little swatch. See, English Gilt is more like proper metallic, so I'm going to keep that as well. And this one here, Out All Night, I'm going to keep two. Am I though? Am I? It's not the same stout one, so yes I am. I'm going to keep all three of these, which I'm surprised because they look quite neutral, but I do know how they look when they're actually on, and they're all beautiful. Two that I know for sure I'm definitely keeping. I've got Naval Blue, which is like a deep kind of denim blue, and then I've got Deep Blue Green, which is like a dark teal. Think of like the depths of the ocean kind of colour. That's what we're keeping from them. Then I've got Pink Opal, which like reflects pink. It's like a white that reflects pink, so we'll keep that one because that's interesting. And then I've got Warm Snow and Silver Fog, and I've also got, what's this one called? Blue Noir. Let me think. I think I'm going to keep all three of these because I do like them. I like the silver and greys, and if I'm honest with you, I'm actually going to keep all of these as well. So for these ones, we've got Heritage Rouge, which they do sell normally, but it's beautiful, gorgeous, deep burgundy kind of shade. We've got Rose, which they also sell normally. It's like there's that fiery kind of pink shade. I know I've got the same thing in the Makeup Geek one, but you can actually get the MAC one still. You can't get the Makeup Geek one anymore, so I'm going to keep both. We've got Kitschmiss, which you can get as well. And then this last one here is Whisper Pink, which is probably my favourite one of them all because it has this gorgeous pink base with a gold and a champagne sort of shimmer through it. It's beautiful. And I've decided I am going to keep this one from Pop Beauty because it's quite nice. I really like the look of the texture of it as well. It's like the gorgeous like rusty kind of shade, so I'm going to keep that one. So that is it. That is our glitters and pigments. I'm very happy with what I've done, especially to the pigments. They really needed to, a lot of those like really old ones needed to go. So we started off with 87 pigments. No one needs that much makeup. I'm sorry, they don't, and I'm ashamed, but I'm also not, because I spent my own money on it and it's my collection, my life, I'll do what I want. But we finished out with 60 pigments. It's not including the Femme Fatale samples, but it is including the Apocalyptic Beauty samples. 60, which means we got rid of 27. I'm very happy with that. I'm actually surprised I got rid of that many. I am, especially with the MAC ones. I am quite surprised I got rid of that many MAC ones, but I knew I was going to get rid of a few because some of them are very similar to each other. So yeah, I'm going to pop them all back in my drawer, put my new dividers in, which I'm always very excited about. And I'm probably not going to show you guys what it looks like finished here. I'll probably show a picture towards the end of the video. So yeah, let's go back to future Carla because I'm filming this behind, like pre-filming this part, and I'll do my intro later. Go to future Carla and see what she has to say about the drawer. Alrighty guys, so that was my declutter of my glitters and my pigments. I think I did well. I think I did well enough. I mean, I don't have a huge abundance of them, but I do have a lot more than the average person because I do like a good glitter. And I do keep all the ones that are very special, the ones that I use quite a bit, and newer things that were kind of in my collection that are in the drawer. But that's the video. The pigments, like, you don't go through pigments that often. You don't go through them that quickly. So I have mini pigments, I got full-size pigments, all that kind of jazz. And I kept what I kept, what I love. And I got rid of things I wasn't using, and I knew I probably wasn't really going to use. I knew things that I knew I'm not going to reach for those over the other ones, if that makes sense. So that's kind of my mentality behind a lot of these declutters, is what am I reaching for? What am I ever going to reach for them? Or if I need, say, like a silver glitter, am I going to reach for this one or this one? And is it every time I need a silver glitter, do I reach for that one? Then I'll reach for that one, and then the other one has to go because I don't need both. So that was kind of the mentality behind everything, and that is how we did in the declutter. I think we did well. Everything looks organized in the drawer. It's beautiful. So declutter is done. Not the full declutter. I haven't decluttered everything in my collection. I still have my individual eyeshadows. I done my liners and mascaras on kind of stuff off camera because that was boring. We didn't need to do that. And I still have to do my blush, my bronzer, which I cannot wait to do because I need to reorganize that drawer. Oh my god. And my palettes. The palettes is going to be a long video. But they will be coming more towards the end of the year and into going into next year as I get a chance to film those. But yeah, I'm excited about this declutter series. I think it's going fun. I'm excited reorganizing all my drawers because I love doing that every so often. And I hope you guys are all enjoying it as well. So I want to know down in the comments below, what of the glitters and pigments in my collection do you have? And what do you think? And what would you have gotten rid of from my collection of glitters and pigments? If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. So quick, as simple as an easy way to give me a little bit of support, get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see more declutters coming, to see this makeup look coming, and since we're in the middle of spooky season, more spooky season coming up as well. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I'll post all the up close eye pictures, full face pictures of all of these beautiful looks, and my TikTok is down below as well for some extra spooky content. So I think that's everything for me, guys. That is all for our declutter. We will be going on to another one, so probably sometime in November, December, and I'm very excited about that. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.